Fulton County raid. Oh yeah, y'all see the title. I got a sing along with this one. Fulton County raid. Fulton County raid. Oh yeah, Fulton County raid. Yes. Shout out to Tulsi Gabbard. Shout out to Cash Patel. Even though Dan Bongino is back doing podcast. Shout out to you, Dan Bongino. Shout out to the Trump administration. Fulton County raid. Shout out to the FBI that raided the Fulton County. Yes. Shout out to y'all. Yes, 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 yes. This is what I voted for. This is what I voted for. Every time, I think it was MD when he come to China, he'd be complaining about ICE or what was it, ICE or including the goddamn the whole thing with Venezuela. Yeah. What up, Fox? Yeah. Fulton County raid. Fulton County raid. What's going on, Fox? I sent you a link. They're showing season one on YouTube. They gave a green light to show season one on YouTube. So if you don't have access to what's going on, Ghost, what's going on, what's going on? Um, Ghost, is that? Oh, wait, Ghost, I know who Ghost is. You changed your name, Ghost. Oh, awesome. I watched them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazon apparently they have a YouTube channel and they're showing all of season one. So more than likely they're going to show season two. So if you haven't seen season one, I sent it to you. I sent it to my son. Everybody, it's free on YouTube. It's Simpson. Yeah, I figured it was you, Simpson. I was like, wait, is that Simpson? Yeah, man. I figured it was you. Simpson, man, are you in Fulton County? We can talk Fulton County real quick. And then we'll get to Epstein, but we got to talk about Fulton County. We'll get to Epstein, but we got to talk about the Fulton County raid. Fulton County raid. Simpson, I met you in Atlanta, so I'm assuming you live in Fulton County. I'm assuming you live in Fulton County. Being that I met you in downtown, I'm assuming you live in Fulton County. But I got to get your take on what's going on in ATL. I'm trying to ask you that, Simpson. You know, I'm in Stone Mountain. I'm in Lithonia, so I gotta ask you. I'm asking you what's going on with Fulton County, man. Yo, Tulsi Gabbard came down here, and people were upset that Tulsi Gabbard came to Georgia. But again, now everything's coming together, Simpson. Those voting machines are from Venezuela, and Trump picked up Maduro from Venezuela. I'm in Rockdale, Conyers. Oh, okay. I used to live in Conyers. Okay, I used to live in Covington, actually. Right past Conyers. I lived in Covington, right where I don't know if you know where the I lived. I used to live in Covington, but yeah, it was too far to commute, man. I had to go back to Stone Mountain, bro, because that commute was. I was getting home. I was leaving home. I worked some of everywhere. Okay, no problem, Simpson. Yeah, I know how it is, man. But yeah, the commute, I couldn't do it no more, man. I was like, man, I got to get back into this closer. I'm way up north in Corlinia. Yeah, I know where you are, Fox. Yeah, sometimes we got jobs out there, man. You are up in the hills, man. Man, you up in the hills, man. And having a heavy truck is not good when you load it going up them hills, man. Hell no. You out there with the horses and cows, only 2-lane highways too. No, man. Shit. Atlanta's already not truck friendly, and then I go out in the outskirts of Georgia. Whew. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to Fulton County, man. So yeah, they raided Fulton County. Tulsi Gabbard. People are upset. Now imagine the black ice up here. Yeah, the black ices. Woo. I'm looking at a patch right now. It looked like it's gonna melt though by the time the sun comes out. I'm looking at a patch. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see this patch. I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Yeah, that right there. But I think that's gonna melt by the time. So where did they raid? Okay, I'm sorry. No, I was just showing the black ice, man. Sorry about that, Simpson. Let me get back to you, Simpson. So where did they raid in Atlanta? Are you talking about the feds? Yeah, yeah, they raided. It was Fulton Industrial. It was South Fulton. I drive down there all the time. It was off of. It was off of what's that damn street? It's South. It's Fulton Industrial. Like if you go towards Thornton, like towards Six Flags, it's like it's two exits before Six Flags. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's two exits before Six Flags. You make that left, and it's a whole industrial area over there. They have warehouses over there that apparently they be storing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's over there, Simpson. So um, they were storing the ballots and all that, and so because the voting machines are there in Venezuela. So Trump picked up Maduro, so it's tied together. So Trump, because I was like, what is Trump doing, man, kidnapping Maduro? But he's Trump is tying Maduro to the 2020 election. So they're saying Maduro knows something about those machines, and apparently uh, he's tied to the whole 2020 election. So that's why Trump had Maduro picked up because of the what is the name of those machines? I forgot the name of the machines. I'm sorry, y'all, but basically those machines come out of Venezuela. So Trump picked them up, and so that's why Tulsi Gabbard was in Fulton County because Tulsi Gabbard deals with stuff on international, but because it's tied to Maduro in Venezuela, that gave her jurisdiction to do an investigation and come down here herself. So she came down here herself. And so they got the goods on the 2020 election. And it's weird how, don't y'all, I wouldn't even say it's weird, man. It's typical Trump fashion. He raids Fulton County at the same time he releases the Epstein files. And the Epstein files is connected to England with Prince Andrew, or well, Lord Mountbatten, Andrew Mountbatten. That's his new name. I can't even call him Prince no more. So that's going to crumble England right there. England has no leg to stand on when it comes to NATO and going out. They trying to say that Epstein was tied to Putin. Man, if y'all don't quit that nonsense, man, y'all stupid, man. Y'all stupid. Talking about Epstein was tied to damn Putin. But what I tell you, they desperate as hell. But anywho, England looks really bad right now, and they trying to point fingers at Putin. Everything's in the UK. They trying to point at damn Putin. Man, if y'all don't stop that nonsense, if y'all don't stop the shenanigans and stupidity, man, come on, man. Every time something happens, oh, I tripped, it's Putin's fault. Oh, I got in a car crash, it's Putin's fault. Oh, I woke up late this morning, it's Putin's fault. Oh, my bill was too high. It's $800. It's Putin's fault. It's y'all fault for blowing up that pipeline. That's why y'all utility bills so damn high. But yeah, they trying to blame everything on Putin, like trying to blame Epstein on Putin. Like, man, are y'all serious with that? Trying to say it was a Russian honey trap. Man, if y'all don't stop the nonsense, man, people are not going for the people are not going for that anyway. But let's go back to Fulton County. So Fulton County, yeah, they're saying it's tied to Maduro. I keep forgetting the name of those voting machines, man. I forgot the name of those voting machines, but it was anywho, the guy that, yeah, it was out of Venezuela, and Maduro, Trump is tying Maduro to that, and so they're going to go back and look at 2020, and they're saying, man, the people in Fulton County are nervous. They're freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, no, why are y'all looking at us like, dude? Let them. If you didn't do anything, then let them. It's like me back in the day, right? I want to tell y'all a story. Back in the day when I was in California, I was riding dirty. I didn't have no insurance, no license, and all that. So I was always worried about getting pulled over. Once I got insurance and license, police pulled me over. My license. Hey, here you go. Oh, insurance, oh, registration, here you go. You're confident. So those of y'all who ever driven dirty and then gotten legit, you know the difference. You know when you're driving dirty, you get nervous. You don't want to go nowhere, man. They drive me to the store, man. I got no license. So you get tense and upset easily and this and that. You're just paranoid because you ain't got no license. You know, police pull behind you. You like, oh, shit. So when you get legit, when you get license and insurance and all that, you're confident. Please pull you over. Here you go. It's like you can't wait to give them your license, insurance, and registration because you paid for all this, right? You paid for all this, so you can't wait to just flex. Just wait to flex and just, license right here. You know what I'm saying? You just gloat. Oh, insurance right here. You know what I'm saying? You're confident. So why are you not confident about the FBI going through the damn voter registration? I would be confident. Again, I use that analogy for y'all's in y'all younger years. If y'all ever driven dirty, compared to driving legit, please pull you over, man. You just license, insurance, registration. Here you go, and you're just like, yeah, I'm legit. Compared to when you were not legit. When you're not legit, you're not confident. When you're legit, you're confident. I use this analogy because if the election was up and up, then what are y'all damn screaming about? Just like, oh, you want to check it, Trump? Here you go. Here are the ballots. Here's everything. Check away. If you're confident, y'all are giving yourself away because, again, for the people in America who've driven dirty, no, you only panic when you're dirty. You panic when you're dirty. You don't panic when you're legit, man. You're confident. You pop your collar. Y'all press one if you pop your collar. You know what I'm saying? You got all your shit legit, your license, insurance, registration. You just pop your collar. Here you go. Pop your collar. Right, Fox? You pop your collar. Shit. Fox, have you ever driven dirty? I don't even know if you've driven dirty. I mean, you've probably always been legit, Fox, but I've driven dirty before. I've driven dirty. Not in Georgia. I've never done that, but in California, yeah, my teenage years, I drove dirty for a long time, man. No license and shit, no insurance, man. And let me tell you, that shit was stressful. That is stressful. When you driving with no license, insurance, none of that shit, is stressful. It's very stressful. It's very, 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 very stressful. And luckily for me, one time I got pulled over and I just put my hands on the thing. And luckily I was in a heavily gang infested area. So when the guy was like, well, police came up to the thing. Well, why you got your hands? No, I tried to stay out of trouble, but being a new driver made me nervous. Yeah, Fox. Well, I got my license suspended in California and I kept driving and that shit was nerve wracking. And again, I got pulled over and luckily I was in a heavily gang infested area with the essays and shit. So when the guy pulled me over, I used to drive from Florida to New York dirty. Whoa, Simpson. Yo, you drove out of state dirty. Well, I guess it's better to drive out of, well, you know what? I can't even say it's better, man. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Driving dirty is just stressful, period. Driving dirty is stressful. So you know, Simpson, when you got legit and you get pulled over, you just like, license, insurance, registration, here you go. And you popped your collar. When you got legit, you popped your collar when you got pulled over, didn't you? You popped your collar. You were like, got my license, got my insurance, got my registration. You popped your collar, didn't you? I can definitely relate. Yeah, because like I said, in my teenage years, I would drive dirty, man. Now, I never drove out of state without a license, but I did enough driving. To, I would be stressful, man, because every time I drive, police happen to be on the road. Now that I got legit, I don't hardly ever see police on the road. But yeah, I would see police and I don't care if it was a park ranger, I get nervous. I start sweating. I don't care if it was a damn MARTA or a school police or a damn they call it RTD out in LA, but out here they call it MARTA. I don't care, or BART. I don't care if it was the bus police. I don't if they have flashing lights. I got nervous. I started sweating. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get pulled over. I ain't got no license. I ain't got no license. So again, when you're dirty, you get nervous. And that's what the officials at Fulton County is showing. They're showing that nervousness. And I know that nervousness because, again, I used to drive without a license, and I know that nervousness. But again, when I got legit, I popped my collar. Oh, really? Oh, you want to see my license? Oh, you want to see the insurance? You want to see my registration? I would pop my collar every time. Oh, I see the blue lights go on. I'm legit. I'm legit. Yeah, I've seen the blue lights. I'm legit, baby. Now, let me get back to the story. I got pulled over one time. When you're doing dirty, you always get pulled over soon as you get legit, no traffic stops. Right. It's like they know. Man, Simpson, it's like they know. It's like they know, man. Um, I'm not going to get into the whole thing they got where they can tell if you're out of. I'm not going to get into that. I don't want to get into that right now. That they can tell who's registered and who's not registered. I'm not going to get into that. But let me just say this. I got pulled over one time without a license. And lucky for me, I just put my hands on the dashboard and the police was like, well, you got your hands on. I said, man, I ain't got no license. And because he was patrolling some gang activity and some homicides, he just let me go. I got lucky that day. But and then after that, I got legit. My last time I got pulled over dirty, I didn't go to jail because of the police were in a heavily ganged area, and their priority were homicides, drive-by shootings. Man, they would. I mean, let me tell you, they had like cartels where I was from in LA, man. So the violence activity, the gang activity, the cartel activity was so high that me driving without a license was like, okay, yeah, go on, get out of here, because they're looking for some heavy stuff. They looking for heavy gang activity. They looking for cartel activity. They looking for like real high up crimes. Real high up crimes. I'm talking about heads and trash can type of stuff in LA that was going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? That Nicole Simpson thing with with O.J. Simpson was nothing compared to the activity that was going on in L.A. So, needless to say, they had a bigger priority than just me not having the license. But I say that to say this is that, yeah, I was nervous as hell the whole time. Needless to say, after I got pulled over no license, I got legit. I said, man, I can't keep doing this because I got lucky, but I can't keep doing this. But the point I'm making is that I was nervous. Even the thought, somebody, hey man, you got a car? Can you drive me to the store? No, I can't. I ain't got no license. Like, it just the thought of just driving to the store made me nervous because I did not have a license. I did not have insurance. I did not have registration. None of that stuff, right? So, needless to say, well, no, I will say no. I did have registration. I did have insurance. I just didn't have a license. So my car was legit. That's why they didn't. Yeah. I'm sorry. When I got pulled over that day, I had insurance. I had registration, but I didn't have a license. So, anywho, I say that to say that, yeah, when you're nervous, when you're guilty of sin, yeah, you get nervous, and so that's what the officials are displaying. They're not displaying confidence. They're not displaying pop your collar. Oh yeah, go ahead and check it. Like FBI. Oh, go through the stuff. Go through it, Trump. You gonna see that? You can just go through the goddamn books, Trump. No, they're like, oh my gosh, Trump, he raided our facility and they're trying to take your votes away. They've already voted. What are you talking about? They saying the dumbest when you're nervous and you're caught, you say the dumbest shit. And that's what the Fulton County officials. Y'all look on YouTube. They say the most ridiculous dumb shit. Oh my gosh, Trump's trying to take democracy. It's 2020. He just wants to go over and audit that 2020 election. That's all. Let them do it. If you guys are legit and didn't cheat, then let them do a thizzle. But no, y'all like all up in arms and shit. Y'all are nervous as hell. You guys are nervous as hell about this whole raid thing. You guys are upset, and you guys don't even realize y'all hooping and hollering about Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. It's obvious that the Dominion voting machines come out of Venezuela. They just captured Maduro, and then they raided Fulton County. That's why Tulsi Gabbard was down there. But people who don't want to see it, they'll be like, "Oh, conspiracy theory." Oh, it's that's why Tulsi Gabbard was there. Dominion voting machines come out of Venezuela. It's not that hard to figure out. You don't have to be a rocket science to put the pieces together. It'd be the simplest stuff. People put pieces together. People, oh, conspiracy theory. It's like, damn, you don't know how to put the simplest stuff together. Put the pieces together. But we gonna see some. Oh man, I love it, man. You got the release of Epstein files and the raid of Fulton County. Oh man, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. And so, yeah, hell, I'm surprised they not saying that the 2020 election was Putin's fault. Oh, Fulton County got raided by the FBI. It's Putin's fault. I'm surprised they not doing that. But yeah, they're trying to tie Putin to the damn Epstein files. I'm just like, man, really, y'all? But I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about Fulton County. So, Kash Patel says their next investigation is Fani Willis. They're going to see if her elections were legit. Let me say that again. They're going to see if all her elections were legit, like if she didn't cheat or nothing, because they're finding out. Now, I want y'all to understand this. All these people hooping and hollering about the FBI raiding Fulton County, the warrant was issued by a Fulton County judge. There was enough probable cause, and he's like, oh, yeah, here you go. Here's a warrant. There you go. They're not talking about that, though. They just hooping and hollering about, oh, Trump wants to take your elections and all this and that. But a judge, Fulton County judge, signed off on the warrant for the FBI to go in and get those stacks and stacks of files of what went down in Fulton County in 2020. So again, if you're confident, I'm speaking to all the people who rode dirty in their life with no license, rode around nervously, especially you, Simpson. You went all the way up to New York, Florida to New York with no license. Damn. Oh, damn. But hey, riding dirty is riding dirty. Whether you goddamn just ride in the city or go all the way to New York, riding dirty is riding dirty. So again, I don't care if you're going to New York or just driving around the city of Atlanta. You don't want a police pulling behind you. You do not want police pulling behind you if you're riding dirty. You don't want that. Now I'm at the age now where I just, only time I worry about police is the DOT. I don't worry about no police. DOT, though, they have what we call the Bibles. The Bibles are the weigh scales. If you're overloaded, the only thing us truck drivers worry about is the DOT pulling behind us because they have the Bibles, the weigh scales. No other law enforcement has weigh scales. I don't care if it's highway patrol, sheriffs, whoever. Any other law enforcement besides the DOT don't have weigh scales. So I don't worry about getting pulled over. Now, if it's DOT, yeah, I worry. But if it's just regular police regular police, man, they usually they don't bother truck drivers because they don't have the proper equipment. They're not. First of all, that's side of their pay scale. They don't. They don't deal with overweight trucks, whether the truck is overweight or underweight. They don't deal with all that. They don't even. But DOT does. DOT, that's what they specialize in. They specialize in the weight of the truck. So that's the only worry now as an adult that I worry about, getting pulled over while I'm loaded overweight. Yeah, hold on. There's five. Yeah, yeah, five. Oh, okay. Okay, another truck driver wanted to know the CB number. I don't get loaded until 9 o'clock, so I still got a whole another hour and a half. But um, but um, but yeah, yeah. This whole thing in Fulton County, we will see. We will see the results. I think there were shenanigans going on in Fulton County, and they got so confident. Why? Because they're acting nervous. They are acting nervous. A confident person don't act the way they do. Again, confident people, we pop our collars. When you're confident, especially black men, when we legit, we pop the collars. That's where the pop collar come from. Because, when a black man in America does dirt and then goes legit, it's like I ain't gotta worry about all that no more. That's why black men. That's where that comes from. That's the origin of pop your collar. Pop your collar comes from black men doing dirt, whether it be riding dirty or whatever thing that can get them locked up, to being legit. And that's where that comes from. Black men, we invented that. American black men, we invented that. I'm good, baby. I'm good. That's where that comes from. If y'all didn't know, yeah, pop your collar comes from living a life of crime to going legit. And then that's where pop your collar comes from. So when a person pop their collar, that means they done did some stuff, but now they done did some stuff that they're changing their life around. So, you know, especially when black men, when we drive, with no license, and then we get a license, we be like, I'm good now, baby. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Life of crime to going legit. That's where that comes from. Yeah, you don't act nervous as Fulton County is right now without something to hide. Yeah, they're acting real nervous, Fox. They acting like there's a dead body, like the FBI is about to walk in on a dead body with the knife in the back. Like they act like there are some damn skeletons in their closet. So, Fulton County don't want FBI combing through their stuff. Why not? If you legit, why are you worried about the FBI coming through your stuff like that? So you're not, yeah, because you're not popping your collar. Because if the FBI come, you're like, oh yeah, you pop your collar. Because mostly the employees are black employees down in Fulton County, and they acting nervous. See, black people, we give ourselves away when we're not legit. Oh my gosh, this is racist. First they scream racist. This is going democracy. We come up with all these whack ass cliches when we dirty as hell. But when we confident, man, we pop the collar. And they not popping the collar. Fulton County, why y'all not popping the collar? Y'all supposed to pop your collar. When they come in, oh, the FBI's here. Oh, no problem. Check it out. Yeah, you go ahead and take those files to Virginia. Pop your collar the whole time. Oh, they doing a news press. Oh yeah, Trump's gonna realize we legit, baby. But no, y'all. Oh my gosh, Trump is a racist. Oh my God, Trump works for the KKK. Trump is Hitler's stepson. Oh my gosh, Trump is eating babies. That's how y'all acting. That's how you guys are acting. No, y'all supposed to pop your collar. Because when black people are confident, we pop the collar, baby. We pop the collar. And y'all not popping your collar. Y'all acting like a hit dog right now. You acting like a goddamn hit dog. Y'all acting very nervous right now. Y'all acting like me when I didn't have a license. When the police pull behind me, that's how y'all acting. And I know Simpson know what I'm talking about. You ain't got no license, police pull behind you. They don't even have to turn the lights on, Simpson. Tell me I'm lying, Simpson. Press it 2 if you know what I'm talking about, that feeling. They don't even have to turn the lights on. They just all they got to do is just casually pull behind you. And they not even be thinking about you, but you're like, oh, you look in the rearview mirror, you're like, oh, shit, they're going to pull me over. Oh, you start driving all nervous. Instead of just popping your collar. In Fulton County, acting real nervous. For those of y'all who driven without a license, y'all know what I'm talking about. I know I keep repeating that, but that's the only thing that I can think of right now that people who've done that can relate to. I'm trying to think of something else, man. I don't know what else to think of, but yeah, driving without a license and police pulling behind you is the most nerve-wracking thing I can think of and compare how these people are acting. That's how y'all acting. Y'all acting like people driving in a car with no license and the police pull behind you. That's how y'all acting. Pop your collar, Fulton County. Oh, but y'all can't because y'all acting nervous right now. Y'all acting real nervous right now. Acting real nervous. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to yeah, I gotta turn the AC on, man. It's actually getting hot. It's actually, yeah, the sun. Y'all see the sun beaming, man. It's getting hot, man. Um, right now the Epstein news is in the thing. Now the Fulton County ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay on the Fulton County thing. Um, the Epstein thing is weird because they're trying to tie it to Putin. So y'all, um, as you know, Andrew Mountbatten, formerly known as Prince Andrew, man, they got some weird photos of him fondling some little young teenage, some young teenager on the floor. I guess passed out. Not a good look, but it's Putin's fault. Putin made Prince Andrew, put him in a position where it's Putin's fault somehow. So I don't know. It's not Putin's fault. I'm just saying that being facetious because that is the excuse they're giving us. Yeah, NATO is going to fall. NATO, and I don't even think it's going to be the whole Russia defeating Ukraine. It's going to be the Epstein files. This whole Epstein scandal. The Epstein scandal is going to unravel NATO. That's what I'm betting on. The Epstein files is going to unravel NATO because that honey trap is designed for people in Europe. The Mossad would blackmail all the people of Europe, not what Russia. Okay, they're not going to waste their time with Russia. Right? Russia's a whole sovereign state, but everybody under NATO's not sovereign. Everybody under NATO not sovereign, so that's going to affect them. That's going to unravel. I'm going to give y'all more on the Epstein thing, but here in Fulton County, though, yeah, it is tied with Maduro. Epstein, I'm sorry, I said Epstein. Maduro and Fulton County raid are tied together. Because again, I'm not gonna lie, I was upset when they took Maduro. I'm like, what are y'all doing, Trump? But now it's coming in together. Oh, Maduro, you were involved in that with the Dominion voting machines? Okay. Black Sun, what up? Pico, what up, man? Oh shit, is it that time? Oh, we still got another hour, Pico. So we got another hour. Um, yeah, me and Pico, we go to Black Metal Promotions and they do a stream and they be y'all go I can't even recommend y'all go to the channel because everybody has different tastes in music, but it's a very good show. Especially if you guys are into black metal, that's the channel to go to. Black Metal Promotions. Me and Pico were there every morning at 9 a.m. and then again at 12:30. So 9 a.m. and then 12:30 p.m. He streams twice a day, and he got bands from all over the world, man. Real talent, man, and like I said, upcoming bands. You know, thumbs up to that channel. Thumbs up to you, Pico. So, anywho, man, yeah, the situation in Fulton County, man, it's under investigation. They took all the files to Virginia, and they're going to comb through it. And Fulton County, they're acting very nervous about that. They're saying Fannie Willis is nervous about that. Fannie Willis is nervous about it. Yeah, it makes you ask the question: are your elections legit there, Fannie Willis? You already got to pay back the lawyer fees. The lawyer fees of Good Morning Black Sun. What's going on? Not Fulton County talk. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here, Kelly. Because you know when I, it's like sending out instead of the bat signal, it's the Fannie Willis signal. Kelly Ray is Batgirl. And so when I send out the Fannie Willis signal, she answers. when I mean, what's going on, Kelly Ray? I got to get you on the show, Kelly Ray. I got to get you on the show. I don't know how much of the show you caught. Even though you've been in the hood, man, you know, white women in the hood, y'all go by the book, just like the Sisters do. I don't think, but I'll just ask you, Kelly Ray, have you ever driven a car, Kelly, without a license? I don't think she's done that, man, because white women in the hood, they know better than that shit. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me ask Kelly that. See what she says. You know, I love me some Fanny. We know you love Fanny. We know, Kelly Ray. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She said yes. Kelly Ray, you driven without a license before? Oh shit, I'm shocked. Don't let your son see this video. Wait a minute. Let me ask the question again. Press 1 if you're driven without a license, Kelly Ray. Whoa, wait a minute. Not Kelly Ray. See, sisters in the hood, and my white sisters, they be telling the brothers, don't do that. Don't do that. And Kelly Ray, you drove dirty before? Hold on. Hold on, Kelly Ray. So wait, Black Son, I've been on paper and had the ATF on my house. Absolutely. Oh, okay. So, all right. So Kelly Ray, you can relate to. I don't know if you've seen any clips on when Tulsi Gabbard and the FBI they raided Fulton County. And let me ask you this question, Kelly. Have you ever driven without a license and a police car just don't even put the lights on? They just behind you. You know that feeling, Kelly? When you ain't got no license and the police were behind you? You ever had that feeling, Kelly? Press 1 if you had that feeling. Dang, Kelly got here just on time. Just on time. I can't do a show. Yep. Okay. So how about that's how Fulton County's acting right now? And you know the day you got legit, Kelly, what did you do, Kelly? You popped your collar, didn't you? My heart was racing. Right. So if you watch Fulton County, that's how they're acting, Kelly. They're acting like a person with no license and the police pulling behind them. That's how they're acting. But you know, Kelly, the minute you got your license, what did you do? You popped your collar. Police pulled behind you. You're like, man, I got my license. Did you pop your collar when you got your license, Kelly? See, even the white women do it too. White sisters, they do it too. They pop the collar. Did you pop your collar when you got legit and police claim you popped your collar, didn't you? Like, what? I got my license now. Let's see what Kelly says. Man, I gotta get Kelly on the show, man. Kelly, leave me your email. Do I got your email, Kelly? I need to get you on the show. I know how to remain cool, though. I always pop my collar. Oh, Kelly says she even pops her collar when she dirty. Well, Kelly, you need to give a lesson to these. You need to come down here and teach these people in Fulton County how to pop their collar in the situation like that. Because they're like, oh my gosh, the FBI is here. Trump is evil. He's the KKK. Trump is the nephew of Adolf Hitler. Like, that's how they're acting. Trump is going to lynch us all. Like, what are you tripping over? So, Fulton County, so Kelly, you need to come down here and school these people on how to act. Kelly says she pops her collar even when she's dirty. Kelly, now you know I'm going to go there. You know I'm going to go there, Kelly. See, that's that white privilege, white entitlement. I'm joking, Kelly. You good, you good. Admission of guilt immediately. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Kelly, Kelly, I'm going to go there. Popping your collar when you dirty, I think that's something only white people can do. I have to go there, Kelly, because black people, when we dirty, we not popping our collar. We nervous as hell. We nervous as hell. We ain't got no license. Police pull behind us. We not popping our collar. Kelly says she popped her collar even when she was dirty. Damn, Kelly, that's gangster. So, yeah, I think you're qualified to come down here and teach these people how to just pop their collar, even in a bad situation. You ain't lying. I can even front. Wow, Kelly, I can't do it. I can't. When I didn't have a license, I couldn't keep it together. I could not keep it together. But goddamn, Kelly was like, shit, I'm going to pop my collar anyway. Anyway, I ain't got no license, but I'm going to pop my collar anyway. Fuck it. I'm going out like a G. Pop my collar anyway. Damn, Kelly, you are a real gangster. So, yeah, Fulton County, y'all need to hire Kelly Ray so she can give you lessons on how to pop your collar, even during a goddamn federal raid and investigation. FBI knocks on the door. FBI open up. Fulton County sweating bullets. Yes, they are. They are sweating bullets, Fox. Yo, they are nervous as hell. They're like, oh my gosh, Trump is trying to take away our democracy. He's like, they're like, just like, calm down. If you're legit, just let the FBI go through the damn voter rolls. They're like, why y'all even worried about an election that was 6 years ago? Because it's called an audit. We don't go to the FBI. It was like, well, I owed taxes 6 years ago. That was 6 years ago. No. FBI is going to go through the audit and comb through your shit. No different. No different than the FBI combing through the voter roll files. I've only went 6 months in my whole life without a license. That's the terms when you catch a felony. Yo, Kelly, that was a long 6 months, I bet, because my license was suspended for, was it 6 months or a year? Because I had got an SR-22, but it felt like an eternity. When I didn't have my license, it felt like an eternity. Oh my God, it felt like an eternity. I would have dreams about getting pulled over with no license. Oh my God, that was stressful. It was stressful, Kelly. I literally got the license the day I turned 16. Oh, okay, Kelly. You know, Kelly, again, that's how Fulton County's acting right now. They're acting like a person with no license, having the police roll behind them. They are like acting nervous. They're pissing their pants right now. And it's like, if y'all legit, then what you worried about? All those people talking about, oh, the election was legit, and oh, all you Trump supporters are conspiracy theorists. Okay, well, where's that now? Oh, they're not saying that now, Kelly. They're not saying, oh, you guys conspiracy theory. They know, oh, Trump is Hitler. They're not singing the same song, Kelly, is what I'm saying. That all that, when 2020 happened, when Biden allegedly won, they're saying, oh, this is the most secure election. They're not saying that now. Why they not singing that same song, Kelly? The election was legit. Oh, there was nothing wrong. It was the most perfect election. Why they not saying that now that the FBI's down there? Why they not saying that now, Kelly? Why they not singing that same song? We were conspiracy theorists. Why they not saying that now? Because they guilty as hell. Thank you, Fox. Right. That's what I think, but I want to get Kelly's say, because Kelly heard it. Kelly heard all of it. Oh, you guys are conspiracy theory. Oh, it was the most secure election ever. You Trump conspiracy theorists. There was no cheating in the election. Like, why are they not singing that same song? Kelly, why are they not singing that song? Why are they not popping their collar? Because they popped their collar. Oh, It was the most secure election. Yeah, even though y'all watched the election go from Trump being up to Biden and then overnight, boom, boom, overnight, boom. But y'all not singing sing the same song. Sing, pop the collar and sing the same song is what I'm saying, Kelly. Pop your collar and sing the same song. Why are they not talking about how we're conspiracy theorists? I don't know why white collar crime gives you the most money with the least amount of jail. They'll be okay. Will they be okay, Kelly? Because this, okay, Kelly, let's just say we found out they cheated during the election. Does Trump get a third term? I'm gonna ask you this again, Kelly. If they found out that there was cheating during the election, that Trump was robbed out of the second term, does he get a third term to make up for the goddamn cheating? It's just a question, Kelly. It ain't no right or wrong answer. It's just a question. It's just a question. If they found out that they cheated in 2020, which they're acting nervous, they're acting very nervous right now. They're screaming bloody murder right now. Does Trump get a third term? If they're because the judge signed off on it. He's like, oh, there's probable cause here. He signed off on the warrant for the FBI to go get the goddamn all the ballots in 2020. I just want to know, Kelly, before we end the show, does Trump get a third term? Does he? Well, I'm not going to say deserve. He deserves a third term, but does he get a third term? I don't know. I was talking about that last night. How do you handle that? Technically, he already had his 2 terms, but he didn't. But you're right, Kelly. Technically, he didn't did 2 terms, but it's complicated. He ran 3 times. He clearly won the first one. He clearly won the third one, but the second one is in question. So if he won the second one, like where does that leave us? That will be a hard one. I don't understand what's so hard about it, Kelly. If he won the second term, but he didn't do a second term presidency, he's doing a second term now, which technically would be his third term. But see, it's complicated. I know it's complicated, but I don't think he wants it though. Honestly, I would agree with that, Kelly. They need to definitely change and upgrade their voting system. We just need to go back to paper ballot because Kelly, I don't know if you've how much of the show. Be honest, probably not, because due to the Second Amendment, which is the law above the law, it would be unconstitutional for him to serve 3 terms. That's true, Fox. That's true, but there need to be reforms, meaning that we the least that needs to happen. We need to get rid of them voting machines from Venezuela. Kelly, I don't know how much of the show that you heard, but they're saying that Tulsi Gabbard being down there in Fulton County is tied to them going get Maduro because the Dominion voting machines are from Venezuela. So it's tied together, and that's why Tulsi Gabbard was down there. So if you're seeing the fake news having a fit over Tulsi Gabbard being in Fulton County, because there's, however, I think he was cheated out of the win in 2020, so justice should be served in some way. And that's all I'm saying, Fox. If they prove that there was cheating, and I think that based on how Fulton County is acting, they're acting very nervous. They're acting very nervous right now. And so, and it's not even about, like, let's just say, yeah, those voting machines, we're going to find some stuff out about the voting machines. And the least that needs to happen is that they need to outlaw those voting machines. We need to go to paper ballots. Let's go to paper ballots, man. Like all this damn uh, having machines, and machines can be hacked, and they're saying that yeah, and it was operated from Venezuela. I'm hearing all kind of stuff. You can't hack a paper ballot. No, you can't have a paper ballot. So yeah, this there should be some reforms. And federal elections should be federalized, and that's what Trump is pushing for. He's pushing for that. He's pushing for, and I thought they did that back in the 50s and 60s. Democrats might agree to paper ballots now. Well, Kelly, um, that might be a good thing. That might be something Democrats and Republicans might agree to, because I don't think neither side trusts the damn machines anymore. So I don't know. I don't know, Kelly. I think Kelly, you do know why Trump won over Tulsi Gabbard and RFK, right? Because RFK and Tulsi Gabbard felt like they were cheated. And along, well, Bernie, he ain't got no balls. Let's not talk about no balls. Bernie Sanders was cheated. Like well, some of us forget about that Bernie Sanders was cheated by Hillary Clinton. Like Bernie Sanders should have won against Hillary Clinton in the primary, but he was cheated. And that's why Seth Rich was 86th out of here, because he was going to expose the cheating, the shenanigans that went on, especially in Florida when Hillary was going against Bernie Sanders. But Bernie Sanders is such a cuck, man. Democrats agreeing to anything. Best joke I've heard all day. Yeah. Yeah. Ballots will be no different than money. Someone will earn how to counterfeit them. Eventually, there always will be. Well, Kelly, if you got cameras everywhere, and if you got watermark ballots, I mean, there's ways to improve it. I'm not going to say, Kelly, I'm not going to say it's going to be 100% perfect, but it can be better. It can be improved upon. Um, Kelly, let me do this before I close the show out, because we're getting to the hour mark. Do you got my email address? Because I'm going to invite you to a show. We need to coordinate a show. I need to get your email address. I'm going to coordinate a show so we can talk about this Fannie Willis thing more in depth, because, yeah, Cash Patel said they're going after Fannie Willis. They found some more stuff. They're uncovering some stuff, and now she's under investigation. So not only does she have to pay back the lawyer fees, I'll send you an email today. Okay, thank you, Kelly. And then we're going to set up a show. We'll coordinate the time and everything together, because we got to talk about this, because Fannie Willis is going to be under, according to Cash Patel, if she's not already under investigation. Usually when they say they're going to do an investigation, they're already investigating. So if Cash Patel, he came out yesterday and said, yeah, oh yeah, and by the way, we're gonna investigate Fannie Willis. That means they've already investigated Fannie Willis. I would not be surprised if they were investigating Fannie Willis as soon as Trump got elected, because they're saying this whole Fulton County thing started when Trump got elected. This is just not something they. Cash Patel. All right, Kelly. I'm not really okay. Tulsi Gabbard, is that better? I don't know if I make that any better for you, Kelly. Tulsi Gabbard? How about Tulsi Gabbard? Because Kelly Ray, she not feeling Cash Patel. And I get it. I get it, Kelly. It's cool. Yeah, I mean, Kelly, I think I don't know. I don't know. But I think I don't think let me just say this, Kelly. I don't think Fannie Willis's elections were on the up and up. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but they're going to be under investigation regardless. I don't think her being elected was on the up and up. I think the first time when she took over Todd Howard, who was the last DA, you can't win them all. Interesting, Kelly. Interesting. She said you can't win them all. Yeah, I'm. Again, she's under investigation, so you know, and she has to pay back those lawyer fees, and those lawyer fees are going to go to the county, so the county has to pay for it. So let's see if she gets elected again. You think Fulton County who has to foot the lawyer bills will elect her again? What do you think, Kelly? All right, y'all, I got to get going. We're going to save that Fallout Todd Howard for another day. Fox, we're going to save that for another day. Again, you're from Georgia. Hell no. Let me just say this to Fox real quick. Little side note. Todd Howard is going to get the Ted Turner treatment. And you being from Georgia, you know what that is. You know what that is. Todd Howard is going to get the Ted Turner treatment. If you're from Atlanta or you're from Georgia, it don't matter. You know what the Ted Turner treatment is. Have a good day, everyone. All right, Kelly, I'll talk to you later. Contact me. We're going to do a show together, hopefully soon. Let me know your schedule. Whatever schedule you pick out, I'll accommodate. Damn, he is about to get roasted. Yeah, again, Todd Howard will get the Ted Turner treatment. All right, I'll see y'all later, man. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace. I'm out.